Welcome back, everyone. Today is day 5 of the home dog training program that we've been working through, and today we are going to work on the place command. The place command is such a good one. We can also call this the go to your bed command. It's kind of like a personal preference, but we are going to get started. First, a place command helps with so many different things. It's really just like a home base for your dogs to go to. So if they're acting out, if they're barking, if you want them to work on their introductions, if they're having an issue with jumping on people that come into the house, barking at the Amazon guy, all of these things, and just for your sanity, to have a good place command, go to your bed command. That is the reason that we are going to work on that today. Honestly, it's one of my favorite things that I've ever taught my dogs to do. It has helped curb barking so much. I guess with me, I like my dogs to let me know when there is someone at the door, so I don't mind if they do bark. But the second I say stop, they should stop. So that is really when I personally use the place command, but when I work with clients, the place command comes in handy in a lot of different situations. So to each their own, let's get jumping into it. When teaching your dog a place command or go to your bed command, you want to have a spot in the common area that you are going to tell them to go to every single time. So I like to use the dog bed right here in the corner. This dog bed is there all the time. So this is perfect because it is in our living room and it's close enough to all areas of the house that I can kind of tell them where to go. So if you don't have a dog bed somewhere where it's convenient to teach a place command, what you can do is you can have a blanket, you can have a mat. Something that they can feel on their paws is a different texture than your normal floor. So if you have a mat, a towel, a rug that is just the perfect size for your dog, you can use that. But we are going to use the dog bed today, and we're going to be working with Duke. We are going to try to skip the luring stage. So that is when we take a treat and we actually lure him to the bed to show him what place means. We are going to try to skip that. Whenever I teach the place command, the hand signal that I like to use is just a pointer finger. So we're just going to be pointing to the bed. And ultimately our goal is to be anywhere in the house for us to tell our dog place or go to your bed and for them to listen. But first we have to start with baby steps. We have to start with the easiest step, and we are going to start right next to the bed and tell Duke to go to his place. Now, when you tell them to go to their place, all 4 paws should be on that textured, whatever you're using, bed, towel, rug, mat, anything. So all 4 paws need to be on their place. Duke, place? Yes, yes. So we skipped the luring step, which would be taking a treat and luring him to the bed. If your dog is struggling figuring out what the place position is, or all 4 of those paws are not getting onto the bed or the mat, what you can do is this. Duke. Yes. Actually take the treat that you're using to reward them with and lure him onto the bed. Duke, place. Hey. Yes. And just guide him into the position that you want him into and tell him place as you're giving him the treat. We'll do it again. Duke, place. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Now we're going to go back to where we were with Duke. Place. Yes. All the paws. Yes. Good boy. We're just going to keep repeating this step. We're going to point to the bed. We're going to be right next to the bed and just keep repeating this so he really learns what place means. Place. Yes, that was perfect. Perfect. Duke, place. Yes. Good boy. So Duke is getting the hang of this a little bit. What I'm going to do is switch sides because you want to mix it up. You don't want it to be the same every single time. So since I've been on this side this entire time telling him to go to his place, I'm just going to switch it up and start telling him to go to his place from this angle, just so it kind of changes it for him. Duke. Yes. Place. And as you can see, we're practicing this without distractions going on. So no one's knocking on the door right now, because if someone was knocking on the door when I'm first teaching a dog to go to their place, they're probably not going to respond to that command right away because they don't even really know what it is. So you want to practice the place command without distractions going on around you first to teach your dog what it means. Duke, place. Yes. So I've been trying to walk into Duke to get all 4 of his paws onto the bed, but every time I do that, he's just laying down. So if your dog goes to their place or goes to their bed and they automatically lay down, that's completely okay, because we ultimately are going to want them to relax here. This command is going to teach them, hey, this is your home base, this is where you need to relax, this is where you need to calm down, because then it really helps to curb that barking, jumping, any unwanted behaviors that they may be doing. Place. Yes. Good boy. Remember to say that yes marker every time that they're doing it right. Duke, touch. Yes. Place. Yes. Remember, our goal is to be anywhere in the house and for us to be able to tell them place and for them to listen. So the next step of this, once they're catching on to you being right next to their bed, you've switched sides, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take a couple steps away from the bed, tell him to go to his place and see if he catches on. Duke, place. Yes. Sometimes all it takes is just waiting it out and holding that hand signal out for them to catch on, or for you to break through their stubbornness. So sometimes just wait it out. I always tell people to wait like 10 seconds, which feels like an eternity. But if you count to 10, it gives them enough time to be like, oh, okay, fine, or for them to actually think about it. Place. So I'm gonna wait it out. As you can see, he is not fully in the right position. Yes, good boy. Place. So if they don't really catch on, we're gonna wait it out. You can redo the pointer hand signal again. If they don't get it, then we're going to take a step closer. We're not going to repeat the command, but we still want all 4 of the paws on his place. Yes, good boy. Duke is a little confused, and if your dog is not getting it from a couple steps away, if you think you moved a little too fast, we're going to take a step back. And remember, it is okay to go backwards in training. Not every day is going to be perfect for your dog, just like not every day is perfect for you. So it is okay to go back and go over the basics again. So we're going to go back to the starting point with Duke and practice repeating place for him to really understand what we're asking for. So I'm going to get a little closer this time. Place. Yes, that was perfect. Place. Duker. Yes. Yes. So we kind of lost his attention there. I think he was looking for crumbs on the floor. If your dog starts to lose focus, make sure that we pull their attention back to us. So that's where we're saying his name again, or making some sounds will really come in handy to try to regain his focus back to you. You're gonna realize too that sometimes your dog will like you on one side better than the other, or they're understanding you more from a different side. That's why we like to try to mix it up on them. But if you do find this occurring, we still wanna try doing it from the other sides, but to teach him what you're asking for, you can stay to that one side a little bit longer. Place. Yes, good boy. Place. Yes, good boy. I'm gonna try to take one step away this time, not 2 steps. So I'm gonna be kind of in the middle of where I was and where I have been right now. Place. Yes, are you catching on to this a little better? Eat the crumbs. Place. Yes, good boy. And we're just gonna keep repeating this until we can be in the kitchen and tell him to go to his place, or I can be in the bedroom and tell him to go to his place, and he's gonna listen. And once he's really comfortable and he's getting it 100% of the time at this distance, that's when I'm going to take a couple more steps and make it a little bit harder for him. So the more distance you are away from the bed, the harder it is gonna be for your dog to understand. So you need to practice this. And then the next step, I now want him to be a little distracted by something that's going on, and then tell him to go to his place. So I'm gonna stay a step away. Duke, place. Yes, good boy. And I'm gonna do that same thing again. Now, if you have other people with you to help, you can have them crinkle a dog treat bag, you know, play with him, get his attention. Duke, place. Yes, good boy. Or if you are by yourself, what you can do is just wait for natural distractions to happen. Wait until he sees someone outside, tell him to go to his place. So use these natural distractions that are going on around you. Duke, place. Yes. Duke, place. Make some sounds. Yes, good boy. And there you have it, the place command. It can curb any unwanted behaviors. So there it is, practice the place command, and let's try to get our dog to go into the down in the place command. Do place. Yes, down. Yes, yes. Let's try to get them to hold this for 5 seconds. Yes. 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 Okay. That is where you should get to by the time you're done practicing the place command. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for day 6 tomorrow. I hope you're all surviving quarantine, and stay safe, stay healthy.